What's up, Blockheads? Today, taking out the Harley-Davidson LiveWire, and you guys have requested for me to kill this thing as fast as I can. I don't mean kill it like set it on fire or do wheelies and crash it like many of y'all have recommended, to basically see how fast I can drain the battery and what kind of mileage we can get out of it. So, in order to do that, I'm going to put the bike in sport mode, hit some roads, head up to what we call Sugarloaf, and then at about the 50% mark, do a U-turn and come back, giving you guys my thoughts and opinions during the process. So let's go ahead and get out there and kill this thing. All right, guys, Operation Kill LiveWire as fast as possible. Here we go, and power. So yeah, we've got it in sport mode here, as you can see in the upper right, and I'm pretty much going to be getting on it as much as I can. We're riding more spiritedly, riding a bit more aggressively with this. Now, if you're looking for obviously the most mileage per charge, you're not going to be wanting to ride like I'm going to be riding, just because we're going to be having fun with it, man. I mean, such a fun bike to ride like this, just getting on throttle 100%, you know, from a stoplight or a stop sign. It just feels like a damn rocket ship. Now, based on my experience riding this bike, I have done a couple rides on it, a couple videos. The braking on this thing is just awesome. So going into corners, going into, you know, some sweepers and stuff like that, it feels really nice because you can just kind of let go of the throttle. And based on sport mode, it's like the engine braking, it changes based on what mode you're in, but in sport mode, it's like it makes it really predictable, manageable. That's ridiculous. 100, just like that. Absolutely ridiculous. It's just so comfortable doing that, you know. I was talking to one of the managers at Seminole Harley-Davidson, which, by the way, this episode is brought to you guys in part by Seminole Harley-Davidson. They lent me this bike for a little bit to basically test it out and go through the process of seeing what it's like to actually have one, you know, take one home and all that stuff. So thank you to Seminole Harley. You guys be sure to go check them out. Link down in the description below. Ah, so fun. Anyways, like I was saying, I was talking to one of them about there's kind of a disconnect between how fast you're going, because normally with motorcycles you're used to hearing like an exhaust, right? With that exhaust you can kind of tell like how fast you're going, you know, gauge your speed based on the sound of the engine. Well, the sound of this engine is this. You know, just this whir sound. It's freaking awesome. Very, very Tron-like, but there is a disconnect, you know? It's like you're able to hear the tires on the asphalt. So you don't feel like you're going as fast as you're going until you look down and you're like, oh shit, I'm doing 100. Gift and a curse, I guess. But it's super cool to have like all that power, you know, on demand. And the braking, my God, love it. Oh my God, this bike is so quick. So smooth, no shifting, all one gear. It's great. Ooh, look at that car. Is that an MG? I was trying to pull off back there to let some of these cars get ahead and get out of my way for some of these turns, but it doesn't look like we're gonna be so lucky. Almost took that one too on the inside. I'm not going to take you guys through this entire ride. I'm going to time-lapse it. Oh man, I can't speak highly enough of the brakes on this bike, obviously, because, you know, they're Brembo and they feel amazing. So just like a free chair. Go kind of slow, let those cars get ahead, because we are going to close that gap very quickly. Yep, slow them back down. See regenerative braking kicking in. We don't want that. We want to stay away from that. We're trying to kill the battery. God, I love how this bike handles. It's so weird to call this a Harley-Davidson. Like, naked, upright, electric sport bike from Harley-Davidson. It's awesome. Just awesome. Absolutely love the way it handles. Let's go ahead and start the time lapse, see how fast we can kill this battery, and we'll put the trip counter on, which we already did actually at the house. See what kind of range we get, and then we'll resume right back around here. Cutting it close. 7%, 7 miles left. Let's see if we can make it home. Alright, we got a battery alert. Alert low charge. Yep. Surprised it doesn't force you out of sport mode. Let's go ahead and switch to eco. No, I'm not going to switch to eco yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and switch to eco. I don't want to be stranded. You guys can see how aggressively I was riding during that. By no means was I taking it easy at all. I was overtaking in traffic as much as I could, leaning over in corners, accelerating out. Definitely have not been taking it easy on the bike. Out of the range that it said we had, originally it said we had 110 miles range. I'm currently at 61.7. I'm riding it really aggressively, so obviously we're not going to get 110 miles range out of it. Like the fact that I've gone 62.1 miles in as little time as I have, I don't feel like I've been riding long at all. We got 4 miles range left. We're cutting it hella close. Really hoping I don't get stranded, but I've got it in eco mode, so hopefully we're able to get home. I've been go, so it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, you've got variables based on traffic and all this stuff. If we're on the highway and we're going like, you know, a constant 100 miles an hour or whatever, it's gonna kill the battery probably pretty damn quick. But, you know, we're in normal traffic. Here we are on the tail end, and I would say, like, I didn't expect to get it down to 3%. I mean, the fact that we're at 3% right now is kind of like, holy shit for me. That's the lowest I've had it. So yeah, the point of the video is basically to see like how far, well, like the lowest mileage that I could get with it in sport mode. And so that's kind of what we're at. We're looking, you know, below 70 miles. Don't really know how far it is from here to home. We're cutting it real close, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna make it home. But this is, I guess this is part of the test. How long it's gonna take for it to recharge from like 0 back to 100 on like a normal standard wall outlet. It should tell us whenever we plug it in what the estimated time to fill is. I wonder what happens if you're on the bike, like when it dies, if it would just have to coast, right? Guys, I don't think I'm gonna make it home. Oh, I'm gonna get like hella tucked, least amount of wind resistance. Look at my energy usage right there. I'll just keep it like as low as possible. We'll see if I make it. 1 mile range.
Few inches later.
0 miles. 0% battery. We're at 67.2 miles. 0 miles left. As the battery gets low and it's pretty much dead, you basically are just able to twist the throttle and it doesn't do anything. It just goes slower and slower incrementally. That's the power usage. There's just nothing left. It's not like it just locks up or suddenly stops. It's just doesn't want to move, and we're slowing down. There's a little turtle on the screen even.
12 seconds later.
Alert. Shut down alert. Alright guys, we got the bike back at the garage. It is dead. 0 miles. Just to check out that trip, for trip A, we ended up getting 68.6 miles out of it, and those last few miles were very trying. We're gonna see how long it'll take to charge. So let's plug this thing in, and then we'll see what the ETA on the charge is. Plugging in. 12 hours, 14 minutes. So I'll come back in here and I'll check it tonight and we'll see what it says. But from 0 to 100, that's the estimated time, 12 hours. All right, she's coming along. Estimated time to full is 8:24. Currently at 33%. 4 hours for 33%-ish. All right, checking it again. Estimated time till full, 6:40. We'll check it again in the morning. Make sure it's full.
Tomorrow.
All right, guys, coming into the garage this morning. Doesn't sound like it's charging anymore, so we should be charged up. So we can go ahead and remove this. Let's see where we're at. Should be 100%, 110 range, I believe. So we're at 100%, but now the range says 98 miles. I wonder if that changes like with the mode. Turn it off, then back on, change the range. No, that's weird. It still says 98 miles. So it's at 100%. Yesterday at 100%, it said 110 mile range. But today it's 100%, it says 98 mile range. So that's a loss of 12 miles, which is pretty significant. I mean, percentage-wise, it's what, like almost 10%? Between 8 to 10%? I wonder if it's just because I drained it to 0 or what's up with that. I don't know. Anyways, that's test number 1 with the Harley-Davidson LiveWire in terms of actual range, like how fast we could kill it in sport mode. If I'm able to, we'll definitely do like an eco mode, see how far we can go. If you have any questions, be sure to post them down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of that. I'd be really interested to hear y'all's thoughts and opinions on that. The range, because we got 68.6 miles on 100% battery in sport mode, riding very aggressively. Originally said 110 mile range. Pretty significant difference there, but to be expected, like I said, because of sport mode. The bike is an absolute blast to ride, but I think this is one of the main things that people are focusing on is the actual range of the bike whenever you're talking about dropping $30,000 on a motorcycle, you know. So drop your thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you think. We're gonna continue making some videos. Hopefully this is kind of insightful for you guys and what it's actually like to own a Harley-Davidson LiveWire, the trials, tribulations, but also the fun and the excitement of it. Riding the bike, absolute blast. I can't get enough of it. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you are, do me a favor, be sure to hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel quite a bit. If you guys aren't subscribed already, you want to see more motorcycle content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And also hit that bell icon so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. Till next time, you guys, ride safe out there. Stay vigilant. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.